today's video, I'm telling you about PhD in Norway. I have been getting a lot of questions regarding PhD, such as when is the deadline to apply for PhD? What are the requirements? How much do I have to pay for PhD programs in Norway? From immigration perspective and a visa perspective, PhD in Norway is very different from other countries like the USA, Australia, and Canada. In other words, it is very easy to settle down in Norway if you get into a PhD program. There are many other benefits such as attractive salary, easy family immigration process, etc. However, the competition is super high, so you really need to have a very good academic profile to get into a PhD program. In this video, I will also take you through a fully funded PhD position announced by University of Oslo. This will help you immensely to understand the process of PhD application. I hope you will be with me till the end of this video. Now let's get into the video without wasting any of our time. In Norway, a full-time PhD is considered a full-time job. So, when you get into PhD program, unlike other countries, your status will be a worker in Norway and not a student. You will be working as a full-time employee of the university in your department and get paid as a full-time employee. I will tell you about the salary range later. Similarly, you can also bring your spouse and children to Norway while you are doing your PhD. Your spouse can work full-time and even can start their own business. Now let's talk about the intakes. As I mentioned earlier, a PhD is considered as a full-time job. Unlike a master's program, a PhD program does not have any specific application intake dates. Universities announce the PhD position when there is a new project, so PhD positions are announced as a job vacancy, same like other full-time jobs. Unlike master's and bachelor's program, PhD position can also be found in job portals such as finn.no, jobnorge.no, and of course university pages. So you need to keep your eye on various job portals and university web pages to find the PhD positions. Later on, I will take you through one PhD position announced in jobnorge.no. Just stay with me. Now let's talk about the salary. Before moving to salary, if you are on this channel for the first time, I have been making videos about studying abroad. If you are looking for genuine information about study abroad, just subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell icon so that you do not miss any informative videos like this in future. Talking about salary, I think Norway has one of the highest salary scales for PhD candidates. As I mentioned earlier, a PhD is considered as a job. PhD candidates should apply for a skilled worker visa and not a student visa. The minimum salary to apply for a skilled worker visa is 439,900 NOK per year, which is around 3,500 euro per month as of 2022. This will be the least salary scale that you can have as a PhD candidate. Usually, pay scales are higher than 439,900 NOK per year, and it can be higher than 500,000 NOK depending on your skills and experience. This is one of the reasons why there is a high competition for PhD position. If you ask me, this amount is more than enough to live a lavish life for a single person in Norway. Now talking about requirements, it differs from program to program, but general requirement is that you need to have strong academic background, high interest in the PhD topic and research experience. Most of the PhD positions in Norway requires you to have relevant master's degree with at least grade B. You also may have to submit an English proficiency document. Usually, you need to get at least 6.5 in IELTS. It can be higher for some universities. You may also have to submit a research proposal showing how you can conduct your research. Some university may just ask you for one-page cover letter where you need to explain your background, qualification, why you are qualified candidate for the position. So you really need to go through the PhD position announced post to understand all these things. Do not worry, I'll take you through one later in this video. Stay tuned. Usually, PhD positions are for period for 3 years with the possibility of the 4th year and can include some teaching obligations. Yes, you get paid as a full-time employee throughout this period. Now, once you are offered a PhD position, the visa process is really straightforward. You have to go to udi.no and apply for work immigration. You have to fill out some forms, and other than that, you do not need to prepare any other financial documents. Now let's talk about some benefits of PhD programs in Norway. As a PhD candidate, you get paid as a full-time worker and you get 1 month paid holiday and other benefits that skilled worker receives in Norway. As a PhD candidate, you can take your family with you in Norway. After 3 years of your PhD, you will be eligible to apply for permanent residency. Although the PhD position seems very attractive, there are certain things you need to know before applying for PhD position. Do not do PhD just by looking at salary scale. You really need to have keen interest in the topic, as you will be spending at least 3 years on the same topic. Although I'm not a PhD candidate, I have few friends who are doing PhD in Norway. And the most common thing that I hear from them is that it is really hectic. They spend almost 12 hours a day working on their projects, and sometimes they have to work during their weekends as well. So be mentally prepared for these things. Now let's have a quick look at the recently announced PhD position from University of Oslo. This position has been announced in jobnorge.no. You can find the link in the description. It might not be available when you are watching this video. At first, you can see the short description about scope of the PhD research. Here you will find the information about department, duration of PhD program, and funding. You can find more information about the project if you scroll a little bit down. Down here you can find the qualification requirement. For this position, you need to have a master's degree, which is 120 credit equivalent to the Norwegian master's degree program. For this specific PhD position, you need to have a good programming competence in Python, Java or equivalent, and there are other many requirements. Now let's look at the salary scale for this position. Here it says the salary range is between 491,200 to 535,400 per year and other financial benefits. The most important part is the application process, which has been explained here clearly. For this specific PhD, you need to submit a cover letter, CV, academic transcripts, a copy of your master's thesis, documentation of English proficiency, and your contact information. You need to submit all these documents from the link available below. Apply for this job. So, like this, you will find all the details about the requirements and application process for PhD. I hope today's video was helpful for you. If it is, do not hesitate to subscribe. I will come up with a new video next week. Until then, take care. See you. Bye-bye.